guys, my name is Nicole and welcome back to Nicole Topics. As you guys could see, I am holding a block ballet slipper box. And the reason why I am holding a block ballet slipper box is not only because the topic of today's video is dance once again. I am going to talk about ballet slippers today. And no, this is not a review. We're just simply gonna have a discussion, just you and me, about full sole and split sole ballet slippers. Because especially when you're new to dance and you're looking for your very first pair of ballet slippers, I think this kind of subject can have a lot to put on the table for each side, to say the least. Now, before I really leap into it, I just want to say that I am not a certified ballet slipper person. I am also not a pro ballerina either. I'm just a 16-year-old girl who's sharing my experiences with wearing both kinds of slippers and telling you guys about it, giving you guys information on it. Because hey, maybe one of my viewers watching this video right now, maybe they're curious about the tea on full sole and split sole slippers. I'm not trying to say which kind of soles I believe are better. So yeah, let's just hop right into it. So in case you guys haven't got the idea already, ballet slippers have two kinds of soles. You got the full soles and the leather soles. I'm gonna show you guys what they look like. So this one I'm pulling out right now is a full sole leather slipper from Block. It's a pretty good slipper. I don't really use it as much anymore since I've gotten the newer slippers for Christmas. So these are mainly like my spare ballet slippers. If God forbid something happens with my current ones, at least I have a backup. And by the way, both slippers I will show you guys in the video will be leather and from Block. And now, here is what a split sole ballet slipper looks like. So now that we know on which each sole looks like, let's start to talk about them. How about we start with the full sole ballet slippers first? I said this in my previous videos before, but especially if you are a young dancer, and when I say young, I mean like 4 through 7 years old, or somewhere, between that little kid age range, it is highly recommended to get your little dancer full sole ballet slippers to help them gain strength with their feet. And that actually makes a lot of sense because, especially in that age, your bones are still like undeveloped and could get broken easier compared to if you were like 13 years old. But generally, I've seen other dancers recommend full sole ballet slippers to any kind of beginner, but it's mostly emphasized to the little ones. During my months using these slippers with full soles, I really only have two things to say about them. The first thing I want to say is, even in my first ballet class and we had to do some tendus, I noticed that full sole would be kind of like limiting me to point to my fullest potential. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty annoyed by that at first, but I eventually became grateful into actually having that little restriction there. Because before I actually started a ballet class and would practice ballet at home all by myself with my infamous cheap Amazon ballet slippers, there have been quite a few occasions where I would stretch the muscle on the arch of my feet. And while that's not as painful as stretching a muscle on your hamstring, it still hurts. After wearing my full soles, I've never had a problem with my feet since then. I believe that's because while I was wearing the full soles and also getting proper ballet training, I believe the full soles allowed me to properly gain the foot strength without injuring myself. So yeah, that's the first thing I wanted to share. The number two though, a thing I noticed about a lot of full sole ballet slippers is that they usually are found in leather. Oh yeah, that's just some little fact I want to put out there. Yeah, I'm not against full sole shoes. They definitely help. And in my opinion, I would recommend all beginners start off with full sole leather slippers, no matter what age you are. I feel like full soles in a way protect you from getting any injury. Overall, full soles are definitely a great place to start off with. Now let's talk about split sole slippers. Split sole slippers are usually found in canvas slippers. Now obviously there are leather slippers, but I don't know about you guys, but whenever I was looking, they were just really hard to find. And I'm not saying hard to find as in like I had to like go through a witch hunt just to find a leather ballet slipper. What I mean is that they're not that hard to find, but if you find them, they're usually out of stock. And if they were in stock, they weren't in my size. They were in the size that would fit a young grade schooler. So yeah, that's just a fun fact to know about that. Other than that, I really love split sole slippers because as soon as I began to like do ballet with these slippers, I was so happy to be able to point to my fullest potential. As I said before, the full soles kind of limit you. Since there's no sole around this area, your arch won't be as limited. So that's what I really like about these. Based from what I've been hearing and researching about before making this video, it seems like a lot of older or advanced dancers seem to use split soles rather than full soles. Yeah, that's basically the differences on these kinds of slippers. I hope you guys were able to learn something from this. And if you are also a dancer watching this, what is your intake on a full sole or split sole slipper? Or did I miss something out in this video? Please comment those kind of things below. Not only will it educate me, but it will also educate other people watching this video as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for getting us to 600 subscribers, by the way. I have never believed that I would get this far in such a quick amount of time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week. Cheerio!